The Jet Li science fiction movie from 2001, where the famed martial artist played 9 different characters, accurately predicted a big franchise trend in the 2020s. Jet Li's best movies highlight his legendary abilities within the action genre, with many titles such as Hero and Fearless showcasing both his physical prowess and his strong acting skills. However, the action genre was not the only one to experience Jet Li's talents, especially in the early 2000s as he branched out into telling other kinds of stories. Jet Li, during that time frame, tried to establish himself in the science fiction genre through his starring role in the 2001 film The One. While that film ended up being one of his less popular additions, it did allow Jet Li's wushu fighting style to be displayed in new ways and let the film experiment with certain concepts. Some of those concepts ended up becoming popular later, allowing Jet Li's film to be at the forefront of tropes that are used heavily today in the superhero sphere. Jet Li's The One included multiverse tropes currently used by Marvel and other franchises. The story follows Jet Li's character as he infiltrates other universes. Jet Li's The One used several concepts that Marvel and other superhero franchises are using today, including many tropes connected to multiverse. The film follows Jet Li's character Gabriel Yulaw, an agent of the Multiverse Authority or MVA who is determined to become a being known as the One, which can only be achieved by murdering one's variants. As he goes on this multiversal killing spree, he is hunted by MVA agents and one of his own variants, who is fighting for survival and to sustain his normal life. Many aspects of Jet Li's film mirror those of the MCU's multiverse timeline. Yulaw's multiverse hopping mirrors that of the second Doctor Strange film. The use of variants and a time authority was used later in both seasons of Loki, with each protagonist having specific abilities to use against the group and survive their prison dimension. Jet Li's battles with himself have been seen several times since in the MCU and in other franchises like the Umbrella Academy. Even so, The One did not really play into those tropes the same way, denying audiences the nuances of this premise. The One didn't do its clever multiverse concept justice. The film ignored the trope's bigger implications. Scarlet Witch being comforted by Earth 838's Wanda Maximoff in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The One's fascinating concepts went largely unexplored, leaving Jet Li's One foray into science fiction to feel like less of a shift for the action film star. The One used its premise to create new fight scenes for Jet Li, utilizing aspects such as zero gravity and mirrored fighting styles to add to the stakes of the narrative. That being said, the actual logistics of the multiverse were ignored, leaving parts of the film's world-building and the now-established themes of the trope to fall flat. Multiverse have, as their use becomes more popular, adopted themes of identity, fate, and individuality, creating nuanced situations for characters to explore their inner selves and what they desire. The multiverse trope has also allowed the larger genre to further the complexity of their world-building, creating new limits for the characters to overcome as they try to keep the multiverse together. The One did not really touch upon these despite the fact that it used this trope, leaving the Jet Li film to be a great action movie but not a proper exploration of this staple.